Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast. I'm your host, Mandeep Bhalla, and sitting next to my co-host, Shreya.
Hi, everybody.
Today we have amazing guests. I think everyone knows it, and his name is Joe Crisara.
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe, welcome to our show.
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, it's great to be back with the family, the Grow Nearby family, and Shreya from Service MVP, and back together again. We're all three of us, the Three Musketeers.
The band's back
yeah.
together.
We got the band back together. This is really great. Thank you.
Musketeers?
Should we start singing now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh my
You
God.
name it, I'll sing it.
Join us as we dive deep into the world of home service entrepreneurship, interacting with industry leaders, coaches, and entrepreneurs about their experiences, challenges, and victories. Through their inspiring stories, we hope to equip our listeners with the tools and knowledge they need to succeed in the competitive home service industry. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, tune in to Born for the Trades podcast for invaluable insight and real-world inspiration.
Everyone knows you, but for the listeners, those who don't know, can you please introduce yourself, like who you are, what you do?
I'm Joe Crisara, America's Service Sales Coach, and author of the book, What Should We Do? How to Double Profits and Make People Happy. Remember the title.
How do clients double profits and grow your home service sales?
Oh my God.
You nailed it. You nailed
Shit, like the back of
nailed it.
I want to ask you,
Yeah, so
like,
yeah.
it's been, you have been in this industry for many, many years. What made you write? What should we do?
Well, it's like it's always been a challenge to get people to onboard to everything we do, and it's a continuation. Education isn't something you you can just like a shotgun throw it at people and hope they get it. It's got to be something that they take at their own pace. And I thought a book was the perfect vehicle for so people can learn at their own pace and read a chapter, think about it, implement it, and then read another chapter. Or some people just like the speed read and get through that way. So everybody's got their own pace. And it's just a great collection for both our clients and clients who want to see us understand what we do, to explain it to them in a detailed fashion. And truthfully for our team too, I think our team makes it easier to train my own team, because now they know everything is recorded on Audible. It's also in Kindle, and it's also on paperback or hardcover. So nobody has an excuse not to know what we teach. And truthfully, I try to make it transparent, because the things I teach are universal. They're not owned by me. They're just something I'm a vehicle or a conduit to bring it to contractors and blue collar people. So I just thought that it was a gift to blue collar contractors to have all the information they need to be successful.
That's amazing. And I think it's been just like, I think few days you launched your book at TrueGrid, and it's blowing up. I saw that on Facebook that, it's, I think one of the most popular books on Amazon, and I think thousands of copies like sold already, right?
Yeah, we have multiple thousands. We have the #1 bestseller in the service industry for both Audible, Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. All four are #1 Amazon bestseller in the service industry.
That is amazing.
Because this has been anticipated for a long time. I've had so many people ask, like, when is this book coming? And I think the best part about the book, reading it, is that a lot of people get to hear your personal story and how you discovered the processes that you did with your own, trials and errors in your experience, because you kind of take it in a different way when you hear about the failures with the successes. So do you want to go over just a couple of key points, like on what introduced these solutions to you personally when you owned your own HVAC company?
That's a good point, Shreya. I hope the book inspires people to realize that the failures are just the beginning of your success. It's the part where you realize the direction you're going is wrong and that you need to pick a new direction, right? That's really the point of the book. And everything that we have, every element of what we teach, has a story of a spectacular failure that happened to me. Like for instance, I didn't really know how to price my services. So I priced them. I tried to find a lower price that I thought people would entice people to buy things. I never realizing that people like to buy premium things. And so between that and also getting involved with construction, I wound up being about $470,000 in debt in 1991. And then one of my clients, who was just happened to be, must have been an angel from God, noticed that I didn't know what I was doing. And he said, Joe, why do you always try to save people money? Why don't you just show them better service? And I said, Dave, nobody likes to do that. So I just didn't even believe it. He goes, well, I sell pharmaceuticals, and I can tell you right now, if you offer them the science of pricing, and he showed me the science of doing premium, mid-range economy choices. On the very first call I went on, the short story of it, I would have had normally would have been a thermocouple for about $75. Instead, I had a whole ignition system on a 14-year-old furnace for $1,250. The next call, I had a spring coupler on a Series 100 pump that would have been $125. That turned into $3,800 with 3 new pumps, zoning control, expansion tank, and feed valve. And from there, it was like, wow, I can't believe that everybody's buying more. And so I realized that, truthfully, after about 1 week, and here's the interesting thing, everybody. When you do things right, it doesn't take a long time for the light of day to shine through.
Right.
When it's like your darkest period, everybody quit my company, had nobody, has $470,000 in debt, had one guy who was just too stupid to quit. His name was Glenn. He never quit. He's like, I'll need to get paid. I'm just going to come in and learn from you. And I'm like, Glenn, we're not going to be able to pay you. And he goes, that's okay. And then, and then Glenn and I figured it out, and he helped me, and I was able to hire people back. But truthfully, after that 1 week where we made $14,000 in that first week on all service calls with no installations, and my installs were averaging about $1,570 per furnace or AC, it just shows you that we made 14,000, which is like 10 times that. And so we didn't even sell equipment, and we made 14,000. I'm like, wow, I can actually pay off a credit card bill. I got like 5,000 in profit now, or 7,000 in profit. I paid off a whole credit card bill. I'm like, man, this is starting to really work. And by December of 1994, I was debt free. So in 3 short years, and my house cost $58,000 at the time. So it was like paying off 8 houses of debt in a 3-year period is what happened. So what he taught me was how to sell warranties, services, consumables, and just anticipate what customers need and serve them without profiling their financial condition. And that's the biggest lesson I learned, is that don't worry about what you think the client's going to be. I know Shreya has seen it with Service MVP. It's like there's this one dude who's just starting a company. It's like, oh, he's not going to want anything. Like, we all start thinking that, right? But then she shows them the options. He goes, you know what? I want to be ready when my guys start. Give me the premium one so I can get the whole team built.
HVAC, especially because I was in like the Mojave Deserts, all mobile homes. I'm like, how am I going to sell heat pump, ductwork replacement? Can we even do a heat pump in a mobile home? And I'm telling you, like, all of those heat pumps, 24,000 average ticket, was mostly mobile homes and areas where people couldn't afford to live in LA anymore. So they move over to Lancaster. Like, that's what I was dealing with over there, right? Trying to get them approved on credit. And they wanted, safety and health and comfort for their families. And if they, that's what America's all about. You taught me, is a freedom of choice. So it is un-American to not offer options, and it is malpractice to not do a full diagnosis and a full range of solutions, no matter where they come from.
Man, whoever taught you that, it was really good. That's really good. You're kind of good at this, actually,
like second version of, like, mini version.
If I start a sentence, you could finish it.
But this is I think going to be a game changer. And I'm just thinking, let's say, if any of the homeowners, home service industry, like owners, they buy this book, like, do you think they can implement everything, or this is the like first footprint, and then maybe next step is like your coaching, right? So many resources are available.
Truthfully, it does stand alone. Some people, like, it's a gift to every service manager or sales manager on the planet, because it gives you content that you can, even especially Audible. Like, hey, I heard somebody call me and say, what I did is I played 3 minutes of the Audible. I selected the piece I wanted to play. I played it for my team, and then we had a half-an-hour discussion about it. And so imagine service managers, sales managers don't have that. And this is 460 pages of every single thing that we have in the program. You literally could use the material by yourself. Of course, Service MVP does that service for you if you'd like somebody more experienced to do it for you. That's what we do. And we have and by the way, the e-learning platform, Mandeep, comes with the book. So if you go to the book, there's free bonuses, 14 different downloads, and a whole Pure Motive Service basic training course that comes for free. So we don't even give you that stuff with the
Oh.
book. So it's included for bonus
Oh,
material.
that's
And
amazing.
so,
I still have to read because I just got like, signed the copy from you. So I can't wait to read it, but that's amazing that it's part of it.
yeah, get the QR code and download the Service MVP app and get into the app and watch the videos, and you'll
Mhm.
see a direct reflection. So I don't think there's any book that has more value than that book, truthfully, because there's no watered down hold back. I'm not holding anything back in
Right.
that book.
It's not a
Everything,
bait and switch.
yes, everything's revealed, and you could learn that book if you were on a desert island and you just had that book.
Mhm.
You would come off that island knowing how to get people to sell themselves.
That's
truthfully, what it
amazing.
is.
One more time. Yeah. Congratulations on your book. And I hope like, home service industry. And I think anyone can apply it. It doesn't matter like HVAC, plumbing, electrical, garage door, pest control.
Literally any
An-
trade,
any
that is
trade.
universal. But it
Yeah.
just speaks, I think, so true to the blue collar
Yeah.
family,
I mean, teach you how to make a friend, how to diagnose the system, diagnose people, make the premium mid-range economy choices, make them personal. And then what should we do? Bring it to a conclusion and just keep getting it done. So, hey, I got to think about it. Yeah, take all the time you want. I'll stay right here. What should we do? So it just keeps going on. So that's it. So that and some of the other stuff I'm doing with AI and Amanda Triolo, those are the things that I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
I think Shreya
I'm
wanted
super
to-
excited about it too. It's like, so talking about CXC AI, your partnership with them and Amanda lately, what is the simplest way that you can describe what's going on there?
I'll tell you what it is. It's a tool for the technician to reflect on what happened in the middle of a call. They literally could be in the middle of a call and look at the CXC AI and have here's what it is. It's $5 a call for what Amanda did with the disc profile and also just the transcription. But we add all the service MVP stuff, like how many times did the tech use the customer's first name, or how many magic moments were done, or how did they, and also it makes the options for the client. One of the biggest things it does, you put the diagnosis in there, it will create premium mid-range economy choices that are customized with your price book in less than 5 seconds. So think about how much time that will save service technicians and salespeople to be able to get the right solution for people. And then of course you can modify what it creates. But those things right there, the end result of it is, when I was in Albany, New York, when I was at Grasshopper, and I was visiting for that week, and I said, yeah, I'm going to be monitoring the CXC MVP app. And they said, okay. So one guy comes running into the office. He goes, Joe, don't listen to that first call because I know I screwed that up. I didn't use the first name, and I didn't even get I didn't do a magic moment. But the next call, go look at that one.
Selectively look at.
And so he's coaching me as the coach about what I should look at. So basically, what I see, I call that really what CXC MVP does. It inspires a responsibility from the service tech or salesperson to take a hard look at themselves and then be transparent with their boss, so they can just say, yeah, I need to work on this part yet, or I noticed that this is what it's saying I need, but don't worry, I'm working on it. So it's every service and sales manager's dream to have their employees come back and say, yeah, I know exactly what I need to work on and I'm working on it. And it's like, wow, well, there's nothing else left to say then at that point.
Right. They
So
start to almost do it for themselves at a certain point with the expectation of the accountability and how we do things.
that's the cool part I could say about it. It's a tool for responsibility to put the reflection in front of people without making it look like you're micromanaging. Because the way I look at it is this way, guys. If you're coaching a basketball team, you can't coach from the locker room without seeing the game.
Right.
This way we can all watch the game. The manager can watch it, the owner can watch it, the office staff can. If you have a customer concern, like we were at Grasshopper, and a customer called with a customer concern saying that the technician was disrespectful to women, he told us.
Right.
And Kelly and who runs the company, and so does Amanda, go, that doesn't sound like this guy. So he went to the CXC transcripts, and it was the exact opposite. It was called transference. This customer was disrespecting Amanda and all the women in that company. And then he thought that the technician might come back and bitch. So he put it on him. But then Kelly called and said, so, you do know when you took the call. So I haven't heard the call yet, she said, but I'm going to go listen to the transcripts to see exactly what you're saying. Because if that's not acceptable, if that technician said that, that's not acceptable. We won't accept that. And we stand behind you. So we're going to check the transcripts.
He's like, don't worry about it.
Oh, and then he goes, oh, well, you recorded it? Yeah, remember when we answered the phone, we said we record every interaction, and we sent you the invoice on Service Titan, the text that says this will be recorded interaction in home. Oh, that's what that meant. Yeah. Oh, don't even look at it. It's okay. Actually, he was a great guy. I think it was a misunderstanding, and he just backpedaled.
To protect the technician. I love that.
It's amazing how it protects the service technician against customers who say that the technician said something that they never really said. And so to me, when I saw that happen in real life, I was sold on. I was already sold because Amanda Triolo was involved with it, but now I'm sold because I actually saw it in action, and what I saw just gave me, I was proud to be associated with it. So
you have been
excited.
truly inspiring, for all the trades family, and doing such a great job, for the last, many decades, right? And really, really happy for your book. Really happy what's happening with CXC AI and Service MVP, and wish you all the best, Joe.
Well, they always say a good podcast starts on time, but a great one ends on time.
And
I think we accomplished that. So thank you so much, Mandeep. It's a pleasure to be here, and definitely you're a great friend. And I always said you got my friendship as long as you live, and you can never lose it.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah, likewise, and I feel the same.
Shreya, you too. You got my friendship as long as you. No, you've always had my friendship. I told this girl, I said, don't worry, we're going to turn you into a $5 million salesperson. We're not quite there yet, but we're still working on it. And I'm 100% dedicated to that initiative. And I'm not a quitter, and I'm undefeated. So she has a lot of that. She has that going for her.
He's the goat of this.
He's the goat.
Absolutely is. There's nobody that's beat him in my book.
I have a question for you. Now, the day one is over. Now our podcast is over. And what should we do?
What should we do?
Shit.
What should we do? I like saying it all casual. Like, what should we do? Just letting it slip, and they just don't detect it.
It works in every way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works everywhere. Like if we think about it, right? What should we do?
So neutral.
It's so neutral. And what a great name.
Yeah. So what should we do?
What should we do?
I guess end the podcast.
And the bad.
Oh, and by the way, if you want access, to Joe's book on Audible or on Amazon, we're going to link it below, as well with information about CXCAI, Service MVP. And of course, you can always do a private tour with me, and I'll take you through both of those things personally, right? Where I could help you go through those things and help implement those things from the book and from the trial of the training.
And she's kind of a big deal. So
we're gonna link everything in the description. And to the listeners, thank you for watching and listening to our podcast. It's gonna be 1 year. Our anniversary is coming on March 15th. And thank you for all the support, love that you guys have given to us. It means a lot. And again, appreciate it. Thank you for watching and listening.
Like Gandhi said, if you
there you go.
Like Gandhi said, what should we do?
If you want to be loved, you have to love someone. That's what it comes down. You have to love before you be loved. That's what it is.
Wow.
The two Indians didn't even know that.
Oh, you got the two Indians? I thought I told
It's for 3 Indians now.
Look it up.
3 Indians.
It's just science. Okay. So
all right. Thank you so much.
thanks, guys.
Thanks, Joe.